These historic bills together establish the programs and funding necessary to ensure American energy security and U.S. competitiveness, all while improving our environment. Ensuring these bills are implemented effectively and efficiently as Congress intended is one of my top priorities. I look forward to working with Secretary Granholm and her staff to make that happen. And I'm sorry to say that implementation hasn't been going very smoothly. Although the IRA will invest in technologies to decarbonize, it is first and foremost an energy security bill. Unfortunately, this administration seems intent in disregarding that in an effort to implement a climate law that Congress didn't pass. And I'll do everything in my power to hold the administration's feet to the fire and prevent actions that circumvent the letter of the law or its clear intent. I know that DOE provided input on the EV tax credit guidance, which is so obviously in the violation of the law, so I'm going to talk about that this morning. I also know that the intended benefits of all these historic laws can only come to fruition if Congress enacts major reforms to our energy permitting and litigation processes. On average, it takes 5 years or more to permit major energy projects in this country, and that's rapid. That's faster than it happens. This pace is clearly too slow to achieve any of our goals, whether it be energy independence, reducing emissions, or reinvesting in communities impacted by the energy transition. I look forward to hearing how DOE is using its resources and current tools to help accelerate energy permitting. However, as I've said, the significant permitting reforms that we need are only possible with action from Congress. We welcome the Department's recommendations on the reforms that we are considering. We have been spending more than we bring in every year for the last 22 years. These years of fiscal irresponsibility have brought us to the debt crisis that we face today at $31.46 trillion of public debt. So I'm concerned that DOE is asking for a more than 13% increase from 2023, especially since DOE received nearly $100 billion in additional funding for the next decade in the bipartisan infrastructure bill and the IRA. At some point, we have to say, enough is enough. Our debt is not just a Republican problem or a Democratic problem. Congress and administrations led by both parties have recklessly added to the debt. I'm terribly disappointed that we're playing a game of political chicken with a debt ceiling instead of working on an agreement to pay the bills coming due and also to reduce the debt moving forward. The best way to resolve this is for Congress and the administration to return to a normal budget negotiating process. In other words, to do our jobs. Unfortunately, we are already falling behind, and our inaction puts us at risk. The President's budget was delivered over a month late, and both chambers have missed deadlines to report a budget resolution. By just passing the annual appropriation bills on time, we would save billions of dollars we currently waste year after year by relying on continuing resolutions to fund government operations. I hope the Department will work with us to come up with a more prudent spending plan and contributes to deficit reduction. It's time for all of us to do our job, and I think we all know it. I agree with you. I'm very, very proud of the IRA and what it's doing and what the intention of it was to do. What I'm not proud of is that basically we're not staying within the guidelines of what the CBO score was. I'm trying to make sure that we don't dupe or scam the American public thinking we passed one bill that cost this much and it doubles up because of liberalization of what they're putting out much quicker, much faster, and much longer. That's all. That's where I come from. But I am very proud of the results we're getting because we knew it would do that. With that, we ought to live within it. And then if the money runs out, we'll come back and reauthorize it. That's all I've said. Just don't bust it. Don't blow it wide open now, thinking that's going to be debt financed, which is what we've done to the American public for far too long. Forget about the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Just forget about it, because this is what we passed. This is the bill. And this is what you all broke the law by advising, referring back to the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Had nothing to do. This is the IRA we passed. Inflation Reduction Act tells you exactly what your manufacturing credits will be and what they're going to be based on. That's all I'm saying. Follow the law.
Well, we have no incentive, I would say.
I know you don't.
No.
Why did you all pick from the
to
bipartisan?
rewrite the law, is what I was saying.
Why did you all refer to that when it was very clear this is the law? This is what manufacturing is.
I think there is a difference of opinion among the lawyers about what the actual definition is.
It depends on who's paying the lawyers. I'm so sorry. I get so worried. I am so upset about this because they're doing everything they can to bust the budget, what we promised the American people, what that bill would cost. That's what I'm upset about. And the games that we've played for many years is that we've had debt financing because we run out of money, but we still continue to do what we said that was the intent of the bill. That's what has screwed this country up and put $31.4 trillion. I'm determined to stop that. And this was the bill. Okay, let's go on. That's enough of that. Senator King, it's your turn.